Man hid like a parasite in the rich man's closet for 10 years. He would wait for the owner to leave and steal food from the fridge to survive. The long hours made him feel like a member of the family. Not only did he clean up every day when no one was around, he even sometimes repaired damaged bookcases. But the strange thing is that for 10 years, the homeowner didn't notice anything unusual. They even let him take over the house. And this strange story begins at the beginning. John was a lowly man living on a shoestring. He was always in debt and was often chased by his creditors. On this day he was once again chased by his creditors. He accidentally hid in the closet of a truck, but soon he heard the door being taped shut, and then he was pulled away with the closet on the bumpy ride. John waited anxiously for a chance to escape. It wasn't long before the truck finally stopped, but before he could think of a way out, the closet was lifted by the workers. It was all he could do to keep his balance and avoid making any noise. He was finally left safely stranded unnoticed. When he heard no more movement from outside, John opened the door slowly and boldly. The tape was also gradually disintegrating as he pushed harder. He took a curious look at his surroundings. He realized that he had been dragged to a rich man's house, but before he could figure out how to escape, the sound of footsteps came again from downstairs. He hurriedly hid under the bed. Soon the owner and his wife came in. The duo didn't get suspicious of the broken tape, just studied the placement of the closet. Its obstruction rendered the closet behind it unusable, but the hostess still insisted on placing it in the room, simply because it was a relic from her father's life. And under the bed John fell into a deep sleep as they talked, and when he awoke again it was late at night. He crept out quietly to escape, but opening the door John hesitated. In the course of the day, he had become enamored of the villa. He was poor and wanted to live like this. Finally John made a bold decision. He crept back under the bed again. The next day, he climbed out when he was sure everyone was gone. Then he ate his master's leftover breakfast. Then he changed into his master's old clothes in the utility room. Then he began to carry out his plan. He removed the door of the closet that was blocking the way, and likewise removed the backboard of the newly shipped closet. Then he pushed the closet back again to block the door. A hidden space is just quietly completed. As long as no one moves the cabinet, this place will never be discovered. And so John woke up every day with his master's alarm. Then he would come out after making sure everyone was out of the house. But even though he ate and drank nothing from then on, but he was tired of doing nothing. He had the idea of washing all the dishes, but John soon regretted it, for this was likely to be noticed by the master. Anna was shocked by the cleanliness of the kitchen. She inquired and realized it wasn't her husband or daughter. Jack thinks it's his wife's illness that's causing her memory loss. This emboldened John. He did everything in the house from then on, only because it gave him the psychological comfort that he was the butler and not the thief. John gradually became more and more daring. After learning the family's routine, he even dared to sneak out late at night when the master was asleep. But when he sneaked out again this day, he suddenly ran into the owner's daughter going to the toilet. John could only slowly hide behind the door. The girl also felt that she was mistaken and turned away. He escaped without a scratch. But Anna was always suspicious of the strange happenings in the house. Her husband and daughter thought she did the housework. Only Anna knew she hadn't done it at all. She had no one to turn to but her mother. She thought that since the arrival of her father's closet there was an invisible man in the house. But Anna didn't suspect John. She just thought her brother was watching over her. It turned out that her brother had died in an accident when she was a child.